Hi, everybody. I hope that you're doing well, that your family is safe, that you're healthy. Uh, it has been a minute, but to be very honest, it's been very hard to be able to concentrate in creating videos with so much crazy reality that's going on out there. It really feels like we're in a movie. I am in New York City. If you're following the news, New York City is a bit crazy right now around the country, everywhere, and that it always started with the murder of George Floyd, and justice must be served, and I hope it will be served because it was really really sad to have to watch that video and just see people that are supposed to protect have no regards for human life. It's really sad, and it's just a sad reality. And what it's even sadder that it's so easy for people to ignore something that doesn't really affect you or really understand our brothers and sisters pain. And what I see out there right now, it's pain, people crying out loud to be heard. That's basically what it's happening. And not only that, you also have those taking advantage of the situation and making it even worse, like creating even more violence. And it is tough. And entertainment, movies, TV shows have always been my escapism. And right now, I think we need entertainment even more because otherwise, it's the only way. At least it's the only way I can cope for at least a few hours to take my mind away from what is really happening out in the world. Unfortunately, racism is everywhere. It's a disease that's been affecting humanity for many, many years. And I think we all need to do better. We need to educate ourselves and not ignore people's pain, people's cry for help. So my heart is broken for, George Floyd's family. And it's also broken for what's happening in this country. I mean, I feel that life right now, it's very unpredictable with, you know, I just hope that something good comes out of this. Obviously, there's not all cops are bad. There's good cop, bad cops. Corruption is everywhere. But, justice must be served. Today I wanted to talk about Star Wars calling John Boyega their hero. And the reason it's because John Boyega gave a powerful speech about the Black Lives Matter in the UK, in London, if I'm not mistaken. And he even said, I'm not even sure if I'm going to have a career after this. And I teared up a little bit when he was saying those words because you could tell it's really coming from his heart. So this is all great that Star Wars, it's saying that, oh, he's our hero, we're going to support them. But if you look back at the movies, in the storytelling, you can tell that, that's what we can call the systematic racism right there. Finn was a character that had a lot of potential, and this is what I call the hypocrisy. I've been calling the hypocrisy of Lucasfilm for a very long time. I think that it really starts in the writer's room. The decision that, Finn was supposed to be a really interesting character. We have never seen the perspective of a stormtrooper before. Not only that, we find out he's force sensitive, but that goes nowhere. His character was used for gags. I mean, you cannot compare Finn to Lando. If you look at the original trilogy, Lando was a character that you look at him and you respect him, He betrayed Han and Leia, yes, but he had a very good motivation to do so. He was trying to protect the city that he was in charge. But if you look at the arc of Finn, what can you say about that arc? They completely wasted the character, and I've said that many, many times. And this just show the hypocrisy in Hollywood and the things that I just really hate. I am all for diversity and inclusivity. I think those stories need to be told. I think people want those stories, but they need to be organic and they need to make sense. And you have to represent them well. Why would you bring a stormtrooper, a story that was supposed to be so interesting, and not even treat the character correctly. And you want even more proof, you just go back to 2015 and you look at the Force Awakens poster, and you can tell that Finn in the poster in the US, and I feel in other countries as well, Finn is right there. But in the Chinese poster, Finn is completely diminished. I mean, they're only going to say, oh, this is just a different design. But how come this different design? Why do you have to design like this to China? Why does he have to be diminished like that? I mean, what is the explanation here? And this article that I'm looking over here is from 2015. It says Chinese state media hits back at claims of racist Star Wars poster. So this is the kind of hypocrisy that is infuriating in the media nowadays, you know, that people say, yes, I'm for you, I'm going to tell your stories, but they do things like this, you know. I mean, why would you even bother making him so small in the Chinese poster? I mean, can you honestly look at this and tell me that there's nothing wrong here? It's just, it's so disappointing. And I just hope, you know, that this, what is happening in the world right now is a wake-up call, not only for us as, you know, regular people, but people that are also entertainment, people that are in power, people that are telling the stories, you know, to do better. I mean, posting a photo of John Boyega and calling him your hero is not enough. You had a chance to tell a great story and you messed it up. You made him a buffoon of a character, a clown, you know, a gag. That's what he became. He was, what is the arc? If you tell me what is Finn's arc in the new trilogy, it's non-existent. I mean, his arc was so incomplete that we had to find out from J.J. Abrams that Finn was force sensitive. This was the thing that he wanted to tell Rey. It's not even, there's not even a line in a movie to address that. This is just, you know, I think John Boyega is a pretty cool guy. You know, he's been pretty frank on his social media out there, so you can tell that he's very different than other celebrities in Hollywood. And I think that he showed his displeased with the new movies as well, and with his characters. I think he gets it, he understands. But I think it starts from people like Lucasfilm, for instance, like Disney, you know, to stop just pretending that you care and actually do something. And my hope is that perhaps all of this mess that is happening now will indeed be a wake-up call. That's all we can hope, that these stories will be better represented, not only you know, black stories, but female stories, you know, you name it, and not just be used as a token for a trending movement. You know, that is the worst thing that entertainment could do right now, and hopefully that is not what's going to happen. But anyways, guys, drop your comments down below. Like I said, I hope that you guys are safe, that your family is safe, and I hope that something good comes out of this, and we're gonna hang in there, and we're going to try to do better. I'm gonna try to do better. Thanks for watching.